Hello there. Right, we've got a extension groundworks to do, foundation and floor drainage. The customer is going to project himself, so he's going to get us to do the groundworks. He's going to get himself a bricklayer, then he's going to get himself a roofer, he's going to get himself a joiner, he's going to do it all himself and save himself some money. So we're going to do the groundworks. That's where his electric is. This is going to be the front of the extension. It's going to come along here and it's going to return into there from there. We're going to put a foundation in here and a floor in here. Get that grubbed out first, find the utilities. Ready for the foundation tomorrow. So that's one day's work. We're going to start digging now. Got it all marked out. This is all dig lines. Where the foot's going to go. I want to start here, sorry. Work our way there. That's the front. Right, we've got it all dug now. Give you a little look. So that's what a footing should look like. With the heights on. 225 of concrete in. Nice clear in the bottom and in the sides. That's what the building inspector wants. Old foundation, you've got to be 900 from ground level or match existing house found. If the existing house found's not 900 from ground level, then you need to go deeper. So that's the old foundation, as you can see. And this is how much deeper we've went to get our 225 of concrete in. Building regulations have just changed since these properties were built. But we've got good clear, got our heights on, our concrete. Lovely. Now, what we've come across was a main sewer running through it. So we've had to go deeper again to get over it. Now, this is an architect problem. When the architect has designed the extension, designed something that the customer couldn't have, because if he'd done his background checks with the water authority and found that he had this pipe in, it would have had to be redesigned and maybe a raft. So we've had to get the water authority out and building control to have a little look at this and tell her what we need to do, which we already knew what we wanted to do, but we had to make it known. So they're happy for it to go ahead and concrete around this, but they're a little bit unhappy that they weren't notified that there was an extension going to go over their asset. So everything's alright, but there's an initial cost here for the customer for all this extra muck, extra concrete that's had to come out. So yeah, sometimes if you're an architect, do your background checks first when you design extensions, because if you don't and there's a sewer runs through it like this, it means there's an extra budget for the client, and no doubt the client will be onto this this architect to see what his thoughts are on this. But I'm not going to mention them or name them, so I don't think it's fair. But yeah, there is architects that can make mistakes. It can cost heavy sums of money to get things passed off with local authority and building control. Other than that, it's spot on. The extension with a raft, which was a foundation, as you know, raft now. Right, we've got stone in, we've filled up with stone to the concrete level. We've done it in 3 layers, 3 150 layers, thereabouts. Obviously a ramp to get in. That's what we're whacking it with. We've done all that. So this is going to be the tour of a raft now. So we're going to start another formation, a different formation. Look out for what inner toe around to there. The middle of the raft sort of formation. Obviously we're going to do this side, but because of the way we're doing things, which isn't ideal, we're doing 2 jobs in one go. But you'll get the idea of it once we're finished. This yellow line, that's going to be the top of our batter. I'll show you in a minute. So we're digging the raft out. Got to have a 45-degree batter on the inside of there on my raft. got one leg done up there. Nice. Run the whacker along there, one corner. I'm going to do that next, and we've got another leg to go through there, as you know, through there. Then we're going to go along there. We're filling this up as we dig out of there while you're reusing it in there. This probably saves about 8 tonne of stone, so it's about a £500 to £600 saving by just knowing what you're going to be digging out to what you're going to be filling, so there's no waste. There will be some waste once we get round to digging this out, but that will go around the side for a bit of a foot scaffold. One bit now, start taking shape. There we go, that's all the raft pre-prepped. Stone formation. There's a tiny little dumpling in there, we took it out. Obviously we've been left for that. I mean that'll be fine. That'll save about a cube of concrete. So there's what, 200 quid. That's for his drain at the front. He's going to have an air going of rainwater, as we know. That's connected up and goes through. That's the raft formed. I'm going to start putting the viscreen and the steel on. That sand's just to stop the DPM, polythene, viscreen getting hold. It just helps prevent it getting hold. There we're gone. That's the steel work in with the bars, 2 layers of mesh. Probably way overkill for what we're doing, but that's what's been designed. Single layer up the middle, heavy gauge. Two around there. Concrete's alive. I'll show you a bit of the concrete going in with a poker. Vibrate it all in. Done nicely. All ready for a brickwork layer to put our block work around. And put the block work up. Steeling. Put some boards just for the customer to walk over. That's the steeling. 2 layers of mesh. Like I say, total overkill for what we're doing, but it's what was designed, it's what we're getting. Tube. Right, that's the concrete cured. Oh, not a bad finish. This finishes the raft. We're going to be doing that when the concrete arrives today. Concrete that, concrete that, concrete the back bit. Obviously, this is just so the customer can get in the house. So that'll be the raft finished. Now there's a floor to go on, there's going to be insulation, there's going to be another 2 course of bricks all the way around, and then there's going to be insulation goes in there after we've concreted it, and then another floor on top of that. This garage floor, there's going to be another floor on top of that, and on the front there's going to be we'll concrete it today, there's going to be 2 course around, insulation in, and then another floor on that. Way over designed. Very expensive job, which I think is unnecessary for what the customers want to do, but at least it's over designed and not under. Nicely concreted, ready for the next stage. Start the external drainage for the downstairs WC. Obviously raft's finished, ready for the floor to go on. So we'll have a little look at this drainage. Drainage track along here. There's his soil pipe. I'm going to cut that out. I'm going to put a T-junction in there. Bring it along there. This is gas, the old gas. I'm going to put a manhole there. Bring a soil vent pipe to here, because he's going to have a toilet in this area. And then a one up there on the top floor. Drain in. We've got a drain there for his upstairs soil pipe. Comes along here, goes into a new little turby. A manhole. Runs up here, into there. get that reinstated tomorrow. It's crazy old paving, so just going to match it as best we can. And today we're going to concrete the floor in, which is that. It's got a wide opening. I think it's 2 meters 950. He's going to put barn doors on it, so that's why we've set our shutter like that. So when he puts his barn doors on, they're going to open out of our rising hinges. So when he puts his barn doors on, we're going to put it fillet the concrete along the front, and then there'll be an echo along there. Little mat in, I'm going to poker it. Then tomorrow we'll do the back one, and we'll do the front one. And that's the brickwork. A friend of mine does that. Now that's when you set the bar really high. The quality of that brickwork. Beautiful. Be a nice extension when it's done. Lovely. Got the drain in, as you know. That's the type of floor we produce. Look at that. Beautiful. Obviously wants a float. Perfectly flat. Which slab we produce. Beautiful. Let us see what the slab's like now it's cured. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Now that is a good concrete slab. A little bit sandy there. Wow. That's what you want your floor to look like. Now if the customer was to paint that with concrete sealant paint, floor paint, that would be beautiful. Our part of the work's done. Floor in. Very nice. Lovely. This video, the customer decided that rather than get a builder to do all of his work, he would project it himself and get a groundworker and drainage specialist like me to come in, give him a price to do the job, get the groundworks done properly, and then he's found a good bricklayer. As you can see, the brickwork's amazing. It's good. It's really good. And then he's going to get a joiner to do the roof and the joists, and he's going to get a roofer to do the roofing, and etc. Window fitters and electricians to get the job done. Now I guess this guy is probably going to save around about maybe £30,000 doing it this way. Whereas when you get a builder, you're probably going to have a markup on it. So anybody that wants to really do an extension and split it up, there's a big saving to be made. Obviously local authority and building control will be checking each stage to make sure each trade's doing it correctly. But definitely worth thinking about if anybody wants an extension, to maybe look at getting the right people to do it and project it yourself. In the first part of the video we've done a traditional strip foundation which was designed by the architect. The architect had designed something that he couldn't have because there was a drain, there was a sewer running through it. So that architect, when he'd done the design, should have done his background checks and got in touch with the water authority to make sure there was no sewers running through the easement, and he didn't. So what's happened is we've came and we've dug the foundation, and then it's been highlighted by the water authority and building control that there is a problem and there's a sewer in there. So they've given me the instructions to abandon what I'm doing after we've already dug the foundation. And then there was some confusion with the water authority and Northumbrian Water regarding to dig down on the sewer, 1200 either side, and concrete it in. I'd never known that before, but my job's to satisfy building control and satisfy Northumbrian Water, so I followed their instructions. It turned out they were wrong, so somebody made a decision that they shouldn't have made, not only the architect but Northumbrian Water and Building Control is the one that was pushing for it. So they got their heads together and decided it couldn't be concreted in, and that it needed to go to a structural design. And I'd said, well, it needs to be a raft from quite early on. So I've dug the foundation, I've had to backfill it with type 1 roadstone MOT, compacted in layers to get back to where we need to be so we can do a raft. So there was quite a bit of cost involved in that, which is not the customer's fault. It's something he's going to take up with Building Control, Northumbrian Water, his architect and his structural engineer. So it's been designed as a raft, so then we'll continue it as a raft, but there was quite a bit of money lost because of the work I'd done, which was good, which was, you know, it was no good. So due to the design flaw. So obviously he's in talks to them to see if, I mean, they'll have liability insurance, they're liable, so, you know, he may be able to get some money back. But that's one thing to watch out with. If you're going to hire multiple tradesmen, and something goes wrong, you've got multiple people to blame or to chase up to get them to do their work right. Whereas if you've got a builder, you've got one person to blame because he's going to police everything, and you're just going to pay one amount of money for it. So that's the the risk to get the benefit of about 30 grand. I think it's still a no-brainer to project it yourself, but just goes to show that everybody can make mistakes. Obviously we've made no mistakes, we were under instruction following drawings and things, so we done our bit right, but the information that we're given was wrong, so just something to watch out for. But it turned out to be an excellent job at the finish, so I'm sure the customer's going to get an excellent job at the end of it.